One of the largest areas of focus in the Delphi investigation is a single unspent bullet found near the bodies of Abby Williams and Libby German in 2017. That detail revealed yesterday when a judge ruled to release a redacted version of case documents. WRTV's Rachael Wilkerson shows us what that single bullet could mean to this case.
According to the unsealed probable cause affidavit in the Delphi double murder case, an unspent .40 caliber bullet was found in between the bodies of Abby Williams and Libby German. Unspent means it was never fired. That single bullet, investigators say, links Richard Allen to the crimes. An Indiana State Police laboratory analysis on Allen's gun reveals the unfired bullet was at one point loaded in the chamber and had extraction marks on it. Indianapolis gun expert and defense attorney Guy Relford explains how that happens.
When the slide comes back like this, a round is extracted from the chamber with what's called an extractor, which is like a little claw that actually hooks on to this protruding rear edge of the cartridge, pulls it out, and then the ejector sort of kicks it out of the ejection port. So that claw, that extractor that grabs onto that little edge on the back of the cartridge can leave a little mark on the shell casing, even on an unspent round, through the process of extracting that unspent round out of the gun.
Testimony of a muddy and bloody man matching Allen's description. Audio and videos are also being used as evidence. Allen has pleaded not guilty to the murders of the girls. Records show he admits to visiting the Monine High Trail, but doesn't have an explanation for the bullet.
So it could be a malfunction of the gun. It could be a misfire or other malfunction of the ammunition. It could be someone doing it intentionally and to induce fear, or some factors that we haven't thought of yet.
Former FBI agent Doug Coons weighs in.
The bullet puts him there. He admitted that it was his gun. He's had it since 2001.
The cause of the deaths haven't been released to the public.
It's not saying that they were shot by, the same kind of bullet that was matched to the same kind of.
Questions in the highly publicized case remain.
That the prosecution's going to have to deal with about why would that be on the ground at a crime scene between two bodies. And I think that's where a lot of the defense case is going to go, is trying to poke holes in that, saying that doesn't necessarily mean that this defendant committed these crimes.
Relford says the scientific evidence in the case is crucial, but can also be disputed.
It can be very much a battle of experts, and one expert can say, yes, absolutely, that round came out of that gun, and another expert can come in and say, no, you can't conclude that to what we call a reasonable degree of scientific certainty.
Working for you, Rachael Wilkerson, WRTV.
Relford also says the probable cause affidavit is just one side of things. And tonight we're taking a closer look at that document.
Yeah, following its release, we heard from many of you on our social media accounts. You had questions about why there was so little information and narrative in the probable cause affidavit. One person even commented, "This is very flimsy," and said the documents appeared to show little evidence. Another person posted, "Hope they find the killer or better evidence." But keep in mind the judge only unsealed the probable cause affidavit. I turned to the Legal Information Institute and a criminal law professor at Indiana University to help break down for our viewers what probable cause is. Probable cause doesn't include all the evidence in the case. It can just provide enough reason for someone to be arrested and possibly charged.
Is there enough evidence? Is there enough presented to support a reasonable belief that a crime has been committed and that this person committed the crime? The public shouldn't think that all of the evidence is contained in this probable cause affidavit. And I'm sure at the bail hearing, the strength of this probable cause is going to be litigated.
Before police can make an arrest, there must be probable cause present, and that can include evidence linking someone to a crime scene, for instance, the unspent bullet found at the Delphi crime scene. We've posted those unsealed court documents for you to read on the WRTV app and at WRTV.com.